Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach. I'm tired. I did a bike ride and it was about a 17-mile ride, not that long. I have a 25-mile ride on July 4th to do, so I'm actually planning on tomorrow doing a little bit earlier ride, and I think it is about a 20-mile ride tomorrow. So, but yeah, you look at the little map my fitness thing that I do, and it's an estimate, but it says, yeah, you just burned over 1,000 calories. It gets a little exhausting, but I am not complaining. I want to be clear. I'm not complaining. So I'm feeling a little tired, but kind of in a good way. So what I found out is with reflection is there's no rules around any restrictions on what you get from reflection. So I kind of don't agree with it. I'm going to make a point right now to get the link to the thread I started. All right, so this is it. I have the link in the description. And basically what I was told is that, nope, runtime, there's just a single assembly, so reflection sees everything. You see if it has requires preview feature, which binary writer does not have. Binary number does not have this, so that wouldn't have worked. And existing implementation, reference assembly, for normal combos, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I get this, and quite frankly, I'm not interested in responding because I know Tanner's on the Microsoft team, I believe, and, you know, I've learned that it's, when you get an answer like this, it's like, that's the way it is. I do find it a little odd because why should I be seeing a type in reflection that has features on it that are not valid for the version I'm on? If I'm on .NET 6, I have no idea how to handle a static abstract member at all. So why would I be able to see types that have members like that? Be that as it may, it's just worthless to argue about it. So we're gonna have to put a filter around it ourselves. I put the link in my notes so I wouldn't forget. So let's go into here and actually put the filter in. I think the best place to do it is valid target. Okay. So what we want to say here is before we do any of this is to actually say something like that. If type self.get members, because there should be that. Okay. And yeah, you can't look at this and say just as static. The members themselves won't help. So that's a little unfortunate because now I need to see like mock information here. It was never set up to look for static abstract members. So that's kind of interesting that it's actually finding those types and saying that it's okay to actually, you know, like with binary number, both of them are static and abstract. I bet what it's looking for is just, does the interface have methods on it, and doesn't consider them to be static or instance because there was never a question of that. So now we have to, what's the quickest way to do this? I want to make sure that because the thing I'm really getting a little concerned about is that I'm going to start putting in so many checks to basically do what this does. Yeah, the more I think about this, that answer that I got from the folks at Microsoft, I really don't like. I felt that was kind of just a little bit dismissive, you know, and especially with a scenario like this. Now, how do I know that this member is a preview feature? I don't. You know, it's only a compilation check. Well, okay, how do I guess, would there be a way to say here, well, that's the funny thing too, is that the compilation here doesn't have anything to say syntax trees, compilation options. Is there anything in here that says warning level, concurrent build, deterministic, specific diagnostics options? So yeah, I'm guessing there's probably somewhere in here where you can somehow say, I don't want preview features, don't enable those. But that doesn't really help us here right now. I mean, it might, if I could figure out on the compilation how to actually, I wonder. Because it says it's a compilation check. Preview isn't there with options. Nope. 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 So that kind of stinks. Again, I'm sure there is some way on this to say on the compilation, because it has to be able to be done, where you basically say don't enable preview features, and then isVal target arguably would just work, because it would say that's not a type that you can use. Like when I do binary number here, it doesn't find it in system numerics. It doesn't expose it. So something somewhere has got to be saying, I can't show you this because this has preview features. But again, looking at this, now this is also a little bit arguably old, I guess, maybe, because it's not in system numerics anymore. They must have moved it there. It was just I'm finding it in system, not system numerics. So I'm guessing they did move it. So yeah, this is kind of dealing with, I wonder. Hold on, I wonder. Okay, never mind. I had an idea and it just wasn't good. I'm kind of, okay, let's do the simplest thing. If self.get methods. And this gets you the public ones. If it has any where it is static and it is abstract. Now there could be, is it internal and my assembly could see it? That's why I do a mock information, but I'm just trying to whittle down the cases to ones that are probably going to take care of most of them. So if you don't have any that are like this, and you don't have any, and this is going to go away. Oh, wait. Get properties. Should give you property info. That's weird. I thought a property would tell you. Whoops. Property info. Attributes. Can read. Declaring. Custom. Get method. That's bizarre. How do you... You think a property would just tell you, hey, I'm static or I'm abstract. You can't look at the type. The type doesn't help. If you're saying you can write and, in this case, the get method is static and get method is abstract. Or, so the first thing we do is if we can write to it. Oh, no. This would be can read. Sheesh. Read. And this would be just set method is static. Come on. Why are you... Oh, is this a property? Oh, I'm being stupid. This is going to go away as soon as I move to C# 11, .NET 7. I can get away from this. So there. Okay. So if we don't have any methods that are static and abstract, and we don't have any properties that are static and abstract, then we can do this. Now this should reduce the amount, but it shouldn't remove them all. Okay, so let's do creates. Object is not set to an instance of an object. Of course. So if you can read, oh yeah, I'm stupid. I really should put a check around this. I was not thinking. And I was like, well, it's not one, it's the other, but that's not how properties work, you dummy. And by you dummy, I mean me. Okay, so we still have 386. That's not good. Because I bet if I say find ibinary number, which should take nowhere near as long as what it's doing. Really? Evaluation timed out? Why would it time out? Come on, seriously? How can an evaluation of this time out? Are you joking? All you're looking at is if the name contains it. How could that time out? That's ridiculous. Oh, for crying out loud. I can't believe I'm just manually looking for this because apparently link times out. Okay, well, I didn't see it. 386. What happens if we take the filter out? And now run this again. Because we should see a difference. 398. Okay, so it's 398 without the filter in it. Okay, so then let's put the filter back in. 398 with no filter. 398. What about with the filter? 386. So it did go down slightly. I wonder if it just removed those. So two more thoughts I have is what happens here. If we say just keep going, I'm sure there's going to be still it's not successful things. Yeah, it's still not successful. But we've reduced it to 6,696. And yeah, there's still now definite errors that probably like type info that's been around for a while. So now we have to go and say, is this because of some weird C# 11 preview feature or not? So now the one thing I wanted to do is say, how am I going to do this? Compilation. Okay, so there are diagnostics. The thing I was wondering is I had done a test with just a console app. And because this is all running in parallel, trying to find the right one will be quite difficult. But what I'm wondering is if I tried doing something like this, just let's see what happens here. It's not going to know what type definition is here. Come on. Sure, I think that's fine. And then let's get this type definition thing. make that not private. So now you should know what get type definition is, right? Yes. Import all the things. Type is a type, yes. Why are you... You should just be able to find that, right? Well, you know what? Fine. I don't care. Just... There. I guess you can't do whatever. Here's the thing I want to do. Is say right here, run this. Okay. I'm wondering if there's a warning in the compilation saying you're trying to include something that, because the code here should be binary number of object. Yeah, now, so if we say F10 here, and I say compilation diagnostics, get diagnostics, okay? Right? Yep, that's going to work. Of course it will. You suck. For each var diagnostic and compilation. I don't know why. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Let's just run this. Let's see what happens. Do we get anything? Well, we get that, but that doesn't tell me that. I just noticed my camera did this focusing thing. I hope my camera isn't suddenly doing autofocus again. Windows doesn't seem to, I've noticed this before, Windows doesn't seem to like it when you say on a camera, stop trying to autofocus. And then it just forgets your setting and it does it again. And I'm like, no, don't do that. So my last couple of videos I've been doing that. I'm going to have to dig in again and say, no. Well, this isn't quite what I was hoping for, because I was hoping to get something that would say, you know, this is, yeah, I'm trying to guess what the type definition would be. I could just short circuit and say return, because I know this one is only going to have one. And so I'm just going to do this because I'm just curious about what it does. I know that's really hacky, but yeah. And now it's just like, that's fine. That's, you can go ahead and do that. You can use binary number. Good for you, even though the compilation shouldn't be doing preview features unless there's some way to turn it on to say, don't let this go through. That shouldn't just happen at the emit stage, right? That would be really bad if I did that. Let's take this out. Just put that in there. Let's say compilation is that. For each var reason. Oh, now you're not going to give me that nice helpful thing, are you? Whatever. See if it gives you any diagnostics when you try to build this. Nope, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You can go ahead and do that. So yeah, unfortunately, this episode was just a whole bunch of trying nonsense, but we did find out that yes, we have to put this little filter in there. We're still going to go a whole bunch of errors. So let's end the episode by getting at least one of them. Okay, so let's remove all of our errors, or breakpoints, I should say. Let's come down here and say, run this. We do have the filter in place, right? Yes, we do. Okay. So now I'm kind of curious just to see what one of these is like, and then we'll... Oh, that does remind me. Then we know... I think this was just a holder for code. Yeah, we can get rid of that. I think we know now that we could remove those. Let's get rid, yeah, let's get rid of that because we don't want that anymore. That's the filter idea. That was my post. We don't need that anymore either. Okay. Ugh, God, I'm tired. Gee, I wonder why. So now we should have like 6,000. Let's just grab I unsigned number. Why would that come through? I unsigned number. So it in and of itself doesn't have any, but you need to get from all of them all the way up the tree. God, that just a mess. Let's copy this. Okay, we want the type delegator error because reasons. Okay, and next episode we're actually going to dig into this one. I'm also going to try to change the filter off camera to say go up all your base types and make sure that you don't have any. So anyway, I'm going to keep trucking on this one. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.